here is a 3. But I'm talking about using my 4th finger, not my 1st finger. Usually I'm talking thumb, so I'm talking about my 4th finger. And I'm talking about not playing it here, but playing it all the way down here, or even all the way down here. It's still a 3rd. 3rd from this thumb. 3rd. Okay, here's a D and an F sharp. Okay, that's a 3rd. It's still a 3rd to me down here. It's a 3rd apart, not a 10th or something. That's just a 3rd one to play. There's a 3rd apart, and then I build a 5th off of it in my right hand, and I build a 5th off of it in my left hand. Here's A, E, my C sharp. Now listen to this. These sound like, are these really cool? It's starting to sound really cool, right? What if I broke them? Broken meaning like low to high, low to high, low. Broken instead of solid, 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 solid. What if I broke them? Low to high, and move them. Low to high, 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 low. Only using my 1st and my 4th finger and my 4th and my 1st finger. Because I'm trying to wake up my gong 4th finger. Because my 4th finger is always sleepy. I'm sleepy. 4th finger. 4th finger is sleepy. It always depending on the 5th finger. I'm saying let the 5th finger sleep. Let the 5th finger only use for emergency. Keep the 4th finger out there as strength, because look how big it is. It's as big as your 3rd finger, and it's as big as your 2nd finger. It's actually usually a lot of times the same size as your 2nd finger, even bigger. But yet, what we always do is reach for the 5th finger. But the 5th finger should be for emergency reaching on. Reaching only. Wanna play? Reaching only. Check this out. Your 4th finger should be the main finger that you're using at the end of your hand. Now, back to this talk that I'm having about the spacing in between my 1st finger in my right hand and my 4th finger in my left hand. This finger in my left hand is a lead finger now. And the whole thing is an exercise for the 4th finger. It's to wake it up. Starting with your 4th finger in the left hand makes it wake up because it has to, because it's got to play. We're not going to let the 5th finger play this. Only the 4th finger, not the 3rd finger, because the 3rd finger could reach 2 on this angle in between the 1st and the 3rd. But no, only the 4th finger. Only the 4th finger are going to get to play this. As a lead off. The bottom, whatever it is. If it's this note right here, that's lead off. If it's this note, it's right here. Any note is the lead off. It is the first note. It is the first note I'm thinking about. Whatever it is, wherever I am, on a sharp note or a letter note, wherever I am, let's say a D here. Now, my thumb is going to follow with a 5th above whatever note I play as the lead off for my thumb. Is going to follow in a perfectly learned and also felt feeling that I've had before in between my 1st and 4th fingers of being the 5th. That feeling, that normal feeling that I felt before is great. And I'm zoning off my 4th finger left hand guitar bass part to my right hand guitar part. That's the zone distance. In this case, it doesn't have to be always from your 4th finger of your left hand to your 1st finger of your right hand, but just this time, I'm zoning out the distance in between my 4th finger. I can choose anything I want to. If I want to zone out what's in between my 3rd fingers, what's in between my thumbs, whatever. But in this case, exercise, study, or whatever, I'm going to zone out a 3rd away from my 4th finger of my left hand. And this happens to be a 3rd right next to it. And it also happens to be a 3rd if you went up to another octave away. It's still a 3rd to me. It's not higher than an 8 in an interval. Interval 8, but anyway. Here, wherever it is a 3. I am zoning the distance in between my 4th finger of my left hand to to my first finger of my right hand. That's the zone. And then whatever each hand individually is thinking, it is then zoning the formula that whatever I land on, I'm going to go to the fifth above it with my first finger in my left hand and with my fourth finger in my right hand. Once again, waking up your fourth finger, not going to your little fifth finger, not going to your happy, let's have a good time third finger. This is fourth finger only, my friends, and this is a fun finger. It is just as big as your second fingers, and even as your third finger. It's a big strong one, and you can see it's a lot bigger than your little fifth finger, so why not just leave your fifth finger for emergencies? Your fifth finger is to stretch and reach and do, it's your little reach finger, and go reaching and playing it for emergencies. If you need it, all of a sudden have it. But if you wake up your fourth finger, then you can play better because you're using a finger that usually is sleeping, because your fourth finger usually is sleeping there. And I don't want it sleeping. I want it waking up, because if it sleeps, it's not doing anything. And why not use all 5 fingers? But then rocking it bottom to top, 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 bottom. And keeping that fourth finger always being used in both hands, leading off with your fourth finger, and then going to your thumb, and then also leading with your thumb, but then finishing with your fourth finger, not with your third finger, which could reach there, and your second finger could even reach there, and your fifth finger could definitely reach there, but why really just use the fourth finger. And that will be such a great thing for your hands to wake up that fourth finger. Because that's the whole purpose of this, is to wake the fourth finger. It's the fourth finger that has been sleeping. So 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, and 4, 1 in your left hand. I tell you, this stuff sounds so great. It doesn't sound great. And it's good for your hands. I mean, you're really exercising. You'll feel it. It's great. All right. I think that's great.